In this video, we're going to show you how to import sales, but in a bulk amount. So we're using a CSV file. So the first thing to make sure is that you do have a campaign, and we're going to create a campaign specifically for this. I'm going to call it menu log, as that is one of, if you're a restaurant, you can download all your sales from those platforms like DoorDash, Uber Eats. If you have an e-commerce site, you can download your sales from that one as well. So we can say that there's a special offer, and we're going to be doing this campaign from last month until the end of this month. So create the campaign. Now we are going to, our campaign ID is 569. I'm just going to be closing this one down. Okay, so from here, we've got our campaign completely set up. It's hashtag 569, and we're going to import the sales. Once you go to the track sales screen, you can go here to import CSV. From here, you can select a file, and if you have not got one already, you can download the default file. There is also a tab here for instructions to use, which shows you what each column heading means and what is required in that. So the row ID is just an identification. The next one is the date of sale, and then the campaign ID, which is where we would put that hashtag 569, the number of customers, the sales value. We can also add the cost date and the cost value. So this is when the platforms, say like DoorDash or Menulog, they take percentage of the cost of the sale rather than a fixed amount. All right, so now we're going to go into our import CSV. So I have some files that are ready. So we have imported the CSV, and it looks exactly like this. And then this second one over here is a copy of the Menulog downloaded. So a Menulog activity statement, which has been downloaded, and you can see it has some of the data in here. Just going to expand these columns a little bit so you can see them in there. Now there is two different date formats here. There is the Australian date format, and then there is the US date format. So just choose, it will work with which one you want. And what we're going to do now is just copy and paste. Copy, and we're going to add this to our sale date. Paste. So we've got those, so we don't need any more lines, so we're just going to delete those out. Okay, so now the campaign ID. Now this, remember, was hashtag 569, and you're going to be adding that into each of the boxes. So you can copy and paste. I find it just quicker to do this one. Now, number of customers. Again, we will take a copy of this, Control C, and put it in here, Control V, and then your sales value. So this is where we would be adding the sales. So here we've got our sales, and we're going to copy those, Control C, sales value, Control V, and there we go. Now we also have the payments. So here is your cost. So the date will be exactly the same. Going to do as our sale date. So the cost date is going to be the same, and then the cost value. Just copying those over. Cost value will go in here. Okay, so now that is the spreadsheet, the CSV file that has been updated. We do need to save that. So I'm just saving it into my downloads folder. Import track sale for Menulog, just so I can identify that that is the file that I'm using. Save that there. I'm just going to close those down, and now we can select a file to import. Now, as I said, now I can easily find it because I have labeled it and I knew exactly where it was, and we will import the file. And here we go. So that's how fast it takes. We've got our ID. So the row ID is just the number of items that you're putting in, the campaign ID, campaign name, the sale date, the type. So it is these ones that have imported. We haven't got any notes. So if there was an error, this would actually come up. Now we go submit. And then we have all the transactions have actually gone in, so we can see them quite easily. If we go in here, we can view the details and we can see that it's a CSV import. Now we can also have a look at the import history, and this is where we can see there's been some transactions that have gone on the import. So these are the ones we've had here today, which is the 25th of the 8th, 2nd of the 8th. So this is the one we've just imported, I believe. Yep, so there's the menu log sales. So that just is directly under the import. So that was the one that we've imported today. And that's how you see it. Now we can go back to the campaign and actually have a look at the details of this campaign, and we can see from here, sorry, let's go back to the information, that all the costs have been imported. And then if we go to the results, we can see the total number of sales, profit, how many customers, average sale, cost, spend per customer, cost per customer, the ROI percentage, and here is all the import history as well. So everything has gone in there as a bulk, and it's taken only a couple of minutes to do that. So it's a very easy way to import a large number of transactions so that you can see it in as directly linked to a campaign. And that's all we have today. Thank you.